on the channel, the G.I. Joe Super 7 Ultimate Series 1 line marches on with the army builder of the wave, the Cobra B.A.T.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we're back at it with some more G.I. Joe Ultimate Series 1. As we got the army builder of the bunch of Series 1, we've got the Cobra B.A.T. But for all your Cobra B.A.T. and G.I. Joe needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $59 does ship free. Got to get the deal out there. And I can see some people army building these guys. I did pick up 2 of them for myself. I also got 2 of the ones prior released for San Diego Comic-Con last year. And I think that's as far as I'm going to go with Super 7 as far as army building. But you never know. A deal awaits sometimes, and I might dive in for some more if we do get a deal down the road. But of course, we're going to do this unboxing like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I'm absolutely in love with this set. As you guys seen, we have unboxed Cobra Commander. We've unboxed Duke on the channel. Now we're in the bats, and we're going to turn our attention to Snake Eyes after this. But I absolutely love what I'm seeing here from the Super 7 wave of G.I. Joe Ultimate Series 1. Cannot wait for Series 2 with Flint, Lady J, Destro, and Baroness. 4 all-timers, as we all know. But very, very cool. Interesting, though, enough in Series 1 to get the Cobra B.A.T. as the army builder. Almost feel like the Cobra Officer would have made more sense for Series 1, but as long as we get all of them, as long as this line keeps going, I'm here for it. As you guys know, I'm an OG Joe fan. But let's dive in here and let's talk about it a little bit. And this is, of course, the paper mailer, cardboard protector, whatever we're going to call it here. But always do like this. We do get that off to the side. See you later. Then we get the very blue packaging we've seen here. The blue is for bad, green is for good, I guess, is how they're going to do these in the Ultimate line. Big Cobra insignia on the front, looking really nice. Cobra B.A.T. dog tag. You can kind of feel the raised lettering on there. I think that is really cool. Does have a little bat over there on the side. It says B.A.T. Then very worn, kind of damaged-like packaging. Looks really, really good. And then you got a little action back there. Not a whole lot going on. But you got the G.I. Joe logo kind of emblazoned in there. You can kind of see it. But of course, you do get the big old Super 7 slip cover. We are accustomed to that. We're used to that. We've seen that many a times with their Super 7s the last couple of years, whatever you want to say. But now we got the Cobra B.A.T. there looking really, really good. Iconic G.I. Joe logo. We know it. We love it. Big, big window box for the Cobra B.A.T. All kinds of different accessories in there. And it looks like maybe a little bit of a different accessory than the bats we got last year from San Diego Comic-Con. We will compare those here on this very video as well. Looking good, the big window box, like what I see right here. And then on the back, got the file card. You guys know me. I'm a sucker for a file card. We do get that. We get some images down there as well. Let's see what it says about this Cobra B.A.T. on the back of the package. Nothing really, since it is a robot at the end of the day. They are the perfect Cobra Troopers. They never question orders, complain about chow, shirk duty, or surrender. They require no leave time, sick pay, or benefits of any kind, and they are cheap and easy to replace. Do I feel like that was the old school file card back in the day? I could be totally wrong, but I felt like I've read that somewhere before. But there's a little bit more there, but of course I'll pause. You can pause it if you want to read the whole synopsis on the Cobra B.A.T. Got to uncork it on the inside here, the plastic on the inside, taping down the flap, something fairly new with Super 7. We don't always get these inside flaps taped down. Just a little extra avenue of protection, I guess we'll call it there. If I can get it. Boy, it's easier said than done, apparently. I didn't cut the tape all the way. Can I get the bat out of the box? Oh, it's the million-dollar question. And there it goes. Got him out. And I love the starburst in the back. Brings you back to the old days of the Joe line, of course. So beautiful starburst. Off to the side, a gentle. See you later. Looks like we got the dueling plastic prisons right here. 2 plastic prisons for the Cobra B.A.T. How about that? You got some weapons, backpack, extra hands, extra heads. A lot of fun with these bats. And this is, of course, the classic Cobra B.A.T. But I'm going to take this offline, get these guys out of the package, and we'll be back talking all things Super 7 Cobra B.A.T. All right, got the Cobra B.A.T. out of the package. Let's start off the accessories first. And there's a lot of stuff we've seen before, as we did unbox the Comic-Con exclusive last year. But some little changes here. But man, this one feels a heck of a lot better than that one did. And we'll talk about it with the figure. But let's dive in to the accessories first. And let's look at the extra hands for the Cobra B.A.T. Got 2 open, splayed out, kind of mangled hands. going on there. Maybe if he's choking somebody, something like that. It is a robot after all. But looking good right there. And then you get the extra hands here. We get two robot fists of fury. Not a whole lot of people are probably going to be using regular hands on a lot of their bats. Maybe one of them. But you got to use these fancy attachment hands is what most people probably use. But it looks really good. Got a nice robot-like metal hands here. Nice silver color. Really getting the point across of what exactly is going on with these hands. Then we get the trigger fingers here, the trigger hands for the weapons as well. So we do get those. Choose your own hand adventure, as we always say. But then the hands continue with some of these attachment pieces. And of course, these attachment pieces do store in the backpack for the bat. We'll see that here in a second. But you do get the saw gripping hand here. One of the best uses, I think, ever would be to have one of these. When I'm really old and I can't get off the couch or something, I need one of these I can get the remote with, or I can pick stuff up, or if I need to saw something, it would be a great hand to have, or a great device. But looking really, really good there. Looking clean. It does, of course, match the hands, same silver tone. Then we do get this one. I believe this is like a flamethrower. It almost looks like a drill, but I think it's supposed to be like a flamethrower. It shoots fire out. I believe that is the case, but it does look nice. And we've seen these same attachments in the prior release as well. Then you get the one that shoots the lasers out of it. Very cool. And like I said, a lot of reuse with this stuff, and it makes a lot of sense. Get the most out of your molds, as we do know. Then we do get an extra arm here, and this is brand new to this one, is the arm did fall off, you know, got chopped off in battle or whatever. You can just have this kind of laying in front of him, have him holding his arm, whatever you need to. Love the wires poking out the end, making it feel more Robotnik than it is. Is Robotnik a word? I think we asked that the other day. Never quite got an answer on that one, but looking very robot-like here, and a different accessory from the other one, so we do like that. Some points of differences here between the two. And the funny thing was, this was originally supposed to be in our hand before the San Diego Comic-Con one. That San Diego Comic-Con one was supposed to be the repaint variant, whatever you want to call it. Now it's kind of like this one became that, which this is the OG one. So a little bit strange, but it is what it is. I guess that's what happens with Super 7 and some of their distribution from time to time. Now we dive in here on the weapons, and I believe we saw this same pistol, this mini pistol with the other Cobra B.A.T. I think it was all in silver, if I remember correctly. We get it all in black right here, looking nice. And then we do get a long weapon here, and I don't believe we got this with the last version of Cobra B.A.T. And I believe this is the one that goes back to the toy line. I think they had this included, I believe. Somebody can fact check if they want to, but nice all black once again. Very, very cool to get some weapons with the Cobra B.A.Ts as well. And of course, your army building your Cobra B.A.Ts, you got to make them as different as possible. Different heads, different arms, different weapons. That's how I do it. I'm sure some of you guys do as well. Getting down to the backpack, same backpack. It does fit in the little slots on the shoulder. Get reuse, same thing we saw before. You can store some of the hands, weapons in here if you need to. So always nice to be able to store stuff on our figure. Then we do get this little neck piece. So it's not quite an extra head, but you put this in, you pop the head off, put this in the neck. It's like the bat got its head blown off. Here's all the wires, and I guess that's not even wires. It's kind of supposed to be like electricity sparks going up here, but a nice effect there as well if you really want to dress up your stuff. And then we do get this little electrical piece. I don't know what you call these exactly, but we saw this in the last version of the bat. It does plug into the chest plate. You take the plastic off, plug this in, and that's how that one goes. So we've seen that before as well. Now we got a different head, and we're going to talk at the heads, I guess, with this one. Of course, with the Cobra B.A.T, you got to have the plain Jane, undamaged, regular head. They got to start a battle nice and clean, and that's what we have right here. Beautiful black color against that classic G.I. Joe red that we had on the Cobra B.A.Ts back in the day. Just looks really, really good. No issues with this head. No paint application issues. I don't see paint application issues on any of these figures at all. Just looking beautiful all day long. I know this is a Cobra B.A.T. There's no way I'm going to get this confused for anything else. Then you do get the battle damaged head, and I really like this one as well. A little bit of heft to this. It's a little heavy. Got that same kind of blue spark going on. Got like you just got shot in the eye. You got some metallic showing over through the helmet where it got cut back. Nice to have a battle damaged one. And like I said, I got two versions of the Cobra B.A.T. I'm probably going to display each one of these like this. One with this head, one with this. Maybe I need a third for that one. I guess we'll see what happens. It's possible. It's possible. You guys know me. I might have to do it. But beautiful head sculpts. Choose your own adventure. Battle damaged or regular. Whichever way you want to play it, you can do that. But now we got the Cobra B.A.T figure. Let's walk through his articulation first. We've seen this before. The arms do go around. Very tight on the arms, but they do go around. I got the nice shoulder pieces on the side. We talked about the backpack that plugs into those. You get a bicep cut. Double jointed elbows? Nope. Single jointed, as we're accustomed to a Super 7. but it does look nice. I have no issues with that. You do get the side-to-side on these as well. You get the big forearm guard in the metallic color to match the hand. Everything else there looking really, really nice. You get waist articulation, a nice hula hoop here. No ab crunch on him, but do you really need ab crunch on a bat? I don't think you really do. You do get the legs a little bit limited. You got this holster piece that kind of bounces the leg back, but you do get some splits there. But once again, a robot is not Spider-Man. He doesn't need a ton of articulation. He's almost like Frankenstein in some ways. You get the holster on the side. We talked about the leather one for his pistol. You get another holster on the side here. The black and yellow really does look good. Looks really sharp, stands out, and it brings you back to the old exclusive bat back in the day from the G.I. Joe Dr. Mindbender portfolio time frame, I guess. As Dr. Mindbender, I believe, created the Cobra Bats, if I'm not mistaken. You do get the boot cut, and then you get ankles back and forth, side to side. Just beautiful paint job on these, beautiful. A lot of people had some looseness to their bat. I don't have much looseness here at all. Maybe, now I was going to say a little bit in the legs, but not really. No more than any other action figure. So nice tight joints on this guy. And like I said, there was some looseness complaints on the Cobra Bat, and I think I had those complaints maybe in my review. I can't remember if it was the one I reviewed or the other one I opened, but I bought two. One was a heck of a lot looser than the other one. Maybe it'll be the same with this case. I will open that other bat, and I guess I'll talk about it in weekly purchases when the time comes, but no issues with this guy, looking really good. You got those sculpted in grenades there on the little vest piece he has. Nice silver belt buckle. Almost looks like a turtle shell in that belt buckle. I don't know, is that an Easter egg to the turtle line? Are we going to have a turtle G.I. Joe crossover? Could be the event of a lifetime. I love all the electronics in the chest. Of course, the plastic piece is removable. You can put that other effect piece in if you want to. But I love the coloring inside that robot piece there. Pull that back. Looks really, really good. Got a little insignia there. Almost looks like a little medallion at the top here in silver. That silver really breaks up the monotony of the yellow and blacks, as does the brown. Got the Cobra logo on the arm there on the shoulder. Just pretty much a bat that you could set your watch to. We say that all the time about a lot of stuff, but you really could. All day long, if you know your G.I. Joe, you know who this is. It is a Cobra Bat at the end of the day. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Make sure you get the Mattel stands, and make sure you use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. He fits on there as well. So we knew that would be the case. Pull him off. But there's that Cobra Bat right there. Let's do some comparisons. And the big comparison a lot of people are wanting is probably the G.I. Joe Classified Bat. Similar but different. It's like a new take on the bat. Absolutely do love it. I love the idea of this, but man, this is so classic to me. So classic. I don't know. We're going to have to see how deep this Super 7 line goes. Once we get about 4 or 5 waves in, who knows which one will be my favorite. I absolutely love this. Like I've said in the other reviews, I've been waiting since I was a very, very small kid to get G.I. Joe figures that look like the cartoon. It's been one of my most wanted things of all time, and now it's finally here. So this is the nice shiny toy effect. We'll see once we get a few sets in us, kind of like the Classified series, and we'll see which one I do prefer. I guess if you guys have an early guess, you can tell me which one you prefer between the two, but they're both Cobra Bats, just a little bit different take. But this is no doubt to me an iconic Cobra Bat, and it's so funny you put these two together, how much more this one stands out as being so far away from the cartoon, where kind of it's only by itself, that's all you have. You kind of just, your mind tricks you into thinking this is just like the cartoon. Well, it's really not. This is just cartoon accurate to the 10th degree, I guess we'll call it there. But we do have that bat here, this one off to the side. And then, of course, the one a lot of people are going to be comparing it to is the comic version of the bat. This was the Super 7 exclusive, as we know. Similar but different, I guess we'll call this one. A lot of the same pieces, a lot of the same parts, a lot of that. Just really a different color difference here. But you do got some differences as well. And I think the heads are different. Yes, they are. Definitely different heads on these guys. So you got some differences, but a lot of similarities between the two. But I love that they do this. I wouldn't be shocked for them to go down the same wave that the Classified series does. We'll get the Cobra officer, you'll get a Python Patrol officer. Actually, that's not going to happen. This is based on the cartoon. Well, no, I take that back, though. If you're counting the Deke cartoons, you got Python Patrol in there. So I guess the verdict's still out. How deep we going with the Joe line? I have a feeling they're going to mainly stick to the Sunbow era, I would have to think. I would love to see him dangle into the movie. Give me a deluxe Globulus. Oh my gosh, my heart couldn't take it. My heart couldn't take it. But I would love to see some of that kind of stuff. Some of those deeper cuts would be really awesome to see in this line. And who knows? We'll see where it ends up going and where it shakes out to. Of course, you got to have Cobra Commander here next to his bat. He can lead his troops. Definitely a good sizing difference between those two, like I said. You might as well pull out Batman. It is a bat, so we might as well compare him to a McFarlane Batman figure. So I love the scaling, kind of fitting in the same world, same universe here. Maybe not the same world, but same universe. You can put your bats together, your Batman and your Cobra Bat together if you needed to. So we do have that idea. That is possible if you want to. I should have brought his stand. He's going to take a fall. That's what he's going to do. And speaking of taking a fall, Sergeant Slaughter's not taking a fall for anybody. We've been waiting for this moment. The Super 7 G.I. Joe brand with the WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition Sergeant Slaughter. Easy for me to say. But that's the perfect scaling here. Of course, the WWE Elite's going to be a little bit smaller, but the Ultimate's a little bit taller. They fit perfectly with this cartoon wave. And how about a cartoon representation of Sergeant Slaughter? It'll be interesting to see if Super 7 comes out with one of Sergeant Slaughter. I think they should be able to, but for now, a lot of people are probably using this. The people that were G.I. Joe fans, not wrestling fans, that bought this many years ago, now is your time to shine. You got your Ultimate Sergeant Slaughter right here. Put him next to Cobra Commander, too. Scales perfectly. Looks really, really good. I love the look of those guys together. Really, really do like that. And then I did get Duke here. Of course, we unboxed Duke on the channel as well. You can see that difference. But the bat, a little bit bigger. It is a robot. Makes all the sense in the world to me. Once again, I love it. I love what I'm seeing here. Obviously, I do prefer this one over the comic version. Depends where you like your Joes. Do you like comic Joes? Do you like movie Joes? Cartoon Joes? Classifieds? Just depends what you're looking for. And it's really interesting with this comic version of the Bat, too. I wouldn't be shocked, I guess, to do a comic book line very similar to Thundercats. We got one based on the toys. Maybe they'll do something along those lines. We'll get some comic book Joes. We'll get some cartoon Joes. It definitely could happen. I guess we'll have to stay tuned to this channel and Super 7, of course, for what the future holds for this G.I. Joe Ultimates line. But man, I absolutely love it. Love this bat. Would not be opposed to getting more of these if they go down to clearance one day. We'll see what happens. But what say you guys? You picking up the bat? You picking up the Joes? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day, including everything and anything G.I. Joe. Got even more content for you over on the old Patreon channel, your best way to support the channel. You got Q&A videos, exclusive videos, early access to videos, you name it. And like I said, it's the best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Cobra Bat, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.